Welcome back to Through the Portal. Today we are talking comic books and story and lore and just the entire Alpha Clash universe. And so, if you've seen some of our recent announcements, you know some of the direction with comic books and things coming down the pipeline.
Mhm.
You also might have seen us on Team Covenant's podcasts and video interviews a couple months ago. Ridge did an entire, probably couple hours on just talking story and design and direction as well. So, kind of go a deeper dive there. But today we're going to talk a little bit about the new comic books that are coming out, how you get them, where you get them, when they're coming, what promos come with them, all the things you've been asking about. But first, just, in case you aren't aware, Ridge, tell the people a little more about the story. How did it start? Where's it going? And a little bit about the pivot right now.
Yes. So the Cosmic Conquest storyline is set 100,000 years in the past. And this is going to follow Clarity as the harbinger of death. And so it gives you a ton of insight into what happened in the past that leads to today's events in the Awakening novel. And so when she's talking in the novel and talking about her past and how she left that life behind and all that, this gives you a glimpse into that. Now, the story specifically has major implications for how the story in the future was built.
And if you don't know the future story, which is the modern story that you know so far, there has been a 500-page novel. If you want to dive deep into the world of Alpha Clash, and this is new to you in the video, that novel is a great way to start. It takes place modern day, tells this kind of overarching story. How did we get here? Gives some tie-ins to the past, hints at the future, and then we're going in a couple different directions with storytelling to tell you more of that story. So you can get that novel on our website. But that's great. But I love listening to it. It is also a professionally produced audiobook out on Audible, with voice actors and sound effects and the whole thing. It's like listening to a movie.
It's on par with any of the other top of the line audiobooks.
Yeah.
that you
So
would
if you're a listener and maybe you're not a reader, you can check that out. So great place to start. That sets the foundation. We did have a graphic novel. There is a Torque Therapy comic book that takes place immediately after that novel. But this is going way back in the past.
Yes.
It sets the stage for what you might already know.
Yeah. And we chose this point in time because of its importance of really the story. And that's what helped us build the board game and then really flesh this out and tie it in with, past, present, future, etc. So I'm really excited. First issue is called Entropy's Orders. And you're probably wondering who Entropy is, brand new progenitor that people don't really know much about yet, but he is cool looking. He's crazy looking.
Yeah. And if you can't, maybe, you can't see that, man. That's our artist, Kaio. Really nailed that.
So good.
I love that. And so you're going to learn more about him. He mentioned the board game. If you don't know the board game, Cosmic Conquest, also the title of this, kind of introduces you to 18 characters that are in this timeline, some in the current timeline. And so now you're going to see how those people get to and from. And so.
And I was going to say, Al, AJ, as he goes by as an author, he does such a good job just weaving all the characters together into a story that is engaging, fast-paced, but also just tells a great story, builds the lore, makes you care about these characters. And it's just, I cannot wait for these comics to get into people's hands. And also they get some pretty cool promo cards that come with them.
Yeah. So, and you might be wondering, how do you get these? And we'll talk more comics and more just direction and how it affects the artwork of the game and all that stuff. So if you're wondering how to get these comic books in America, you can get them through Team Covenant. So you can go right to the Team Covenant's website, pick up a comic book subscription, where coming up shortly in September, you'll be able to get this comic book as well as 4 exclusive promo cards. And it's a Shadow Blade card, and it's a different artwork for each region. So that's the artwork for America that you're going to be able to get. But if you're in different parts of the world, how do you get these comic books? Where are they going to get them from?
So if you are in Asia, specifically the Philippines, you'll get them through Toy Shogun.
Yep. Which they service more than just Philippines now, but
Right.
that area. So you can get them through Toy Shogun. They've got their own unique promo card with a different artwork.
Yep.
Same card, new art.
Yep. Then Leaky Teacup in the United Kingdom.
Yep. So if you're in Europe or the UK, you would be getting them through Leaky Teacup, again with their own unique card. And then we got one more.
And then there's Australia, and that's Fluke and Box. So there's 4 different regions to be able to get 4 different types
And
of
he's got his
promos.
own card too.
Yes.
So if you are like me and you need one of everything or 4 of everything, you might have to reach out to some of your fellow clashers and social media and Discord and everywhere else and try to connect with them so you can hunt some of those down. Or if you're in your unique region, you're going to get something unique to you. And so this is the first one. And, maybe we'll show off a page or 2 in here as we go. Those will all be available in September. We'll hit you with the firm final date. Obviously, we have them in hand, but just lining it up with all of our partners on when they're going to ship those out and take orders and everything. But seeing as that's only a few weeks away from September, that's coming soon. So you're going to be able to get this story soon. I've read these multiple times. I've actually read way more than what's sitting here because we know what's coming.
Yes.
But beyond that, we can show you at least the cover of the next one, which is the second issue of this series.
Death at Death's Door.
Death at Death's Door.
So make of it what you will with that title. But amazing. Cannot wait just to get this one in hand. Also, another cool promo card again.
Haven't shown that off yet.
Yeah, haven't seen that. But the cadence is almost monthly. We say almost because sometimes with manufacturing, shipping, etc., coordinating multiple regions, getting all those timelines to match isn't always possible, but ideally we do either a monthly or a bi-monthly release. But for sure, we're aiming to have the first couple hit September, October. And again, we'll get you those dates, but
yeah. How's this? Can you show that?
Oh man, that's it's kind of a spoiler.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna
type.
do that one. Let's go a little earlier. Let's see. How about that?
Yeah, you can show
Let's
that.
show this
We've shown some of those.
You've seen a couple pieces of this artwork, but again, really proud of our art team, what they did, the story in here.
Storytelling's amazing.
I love it. We're not cutting any corners on the story.
And AJ just keeps leveling up. I mean, every single issue gets better and better and better. And it's not saying that the previous issues aren't good. He just keeps getting better.
From great to greater.
Yeah, exactly.
So with that, comic books coming, story continuing to be developed. This Cosmic Conquest series is an 8-issue series, 8-issue comic arc, where we're going to kind of go through, tell this whole story. You'll be able to get those every 4 to 8 weeks, basically moving forward, starting in September, just with shipping timelines and things. But if you haven't heard or noticed with some of the recent spoiler cards that have been coming out, you're going to see a lot of the artwork from the comic books making their way straight onto the cards, which is really exciting development just in terms of making things very thematic and tying it all together and just feeling more part of the universe. And as we say now, like the story and the game are married together. You can't separate those things. And so you're going to see those things continue to cross over. There might even be some people from the community that might show up in stories and things that we haven't talked about. We love to throw out surprise prizes and just things that, hey, surprise, you got this thing for doing this thing at an event. And we don't like to tell you always in advance because we love our community and we want to make you a part of it. So that's one way to do it. But how do you feel like this story and blending it with cards and the whole process is going?
From a pure workflow standpoint, it's seamless. From an artistic standpoint, it is very defining. And honestly, our 6th set, Echoes of Eternity, just looks the best to date. And seeing all the new comics and all the future art for the future sets, like this is just defining for the indie comic book trading card game. So,
right. That's who we are. It's what we want to be, who we aspire to be. And so we hope that you want to learn a lot more about this story because we got a lot of story to tell for years to come. I know I get questions all the time. When's the next novel? What's up with the comics? We've announced our partnership with Mark Waid. We'll talk more about that. There's an entire another comic series on the side of this comic series coming, and can't wait to get it to you. It'll be here soon, but you can pick this up now. Team Covenant in the US, Leaky Teacup for Europe, Toy Shogun for Asia, and Fluke and Box for Australia. And won't be long, another 4 to 8 weeks behind that, should be able to snag this one too.
Yep.
With some new promo cards. So hope you guys enjoy it. See you soon. Thanks.
Thanks.